Hey friends, Todd Chipman here, Dean of Graduate Studies, Associate Professor of Biblical Studies at Midwestern Baptist Theological Seminary, teaching pastor at the Masters Community Church. Thinking about worship on Sunday, I'm preaching John 21. Going through the Gospel of John, we hit the resurrection Easter Sunday, just continuing on now. And I have been impacted, perhaps I read the Gospel of John so many times, the other Gospels taught through it, impacted afresh in maybe a deeper way, a different angle, seeing how quickly Jesus resurrected gets right to ministry and an agenda. We see Jesus here calling disciples together, showing himself to them, and as he is doing that, preparing them for the ministry that they are going to carry on in his name. There is such coherence in the Gospel of John in many places, but from chapter 13, when Jesus washes his disciples' feet, all the way through, he's preparing them for ministry. As soon as he's raised, he shows them his hands, he shows them who he is, that this is the same individual who was crucified. Now I'm standing in front of you. And he releases them for ministry. He sets them up. They are going to be the fulcrum upon which the events of the future are going to turn. And he is entrusting them with the message. And this is all what he said he would do. The Spirit would come upon them. The Spirit would counsel them, remind them of Jesus' message. And we see here the reality of God's presence and the redemptive mission working through humans, you and I, even today. But all this comes to a special point of focus in John 21 with Peter. The whole chapter is about the recommissioning of Peter and the focus on Peter. When the disciples are away in Galilee and they are just hanging out, waiting for the next phase to happen, and Peter says, I'm going fishing, the other disciples go with him. We too are going with you. Peter is recognized as the natural leader. And then when there's that miraculous catch of fish, it's Peter who swims to the shore, and Peter recognized there as a leader, and he's zealous to be back with the Lord. All of that sets up the recommissioning, the special private recommissioning that Jesus walks with Peter and speaks with him. The disciples probably watching that conversation unfold and recommissioning of Peter. Early on in chapter 1, Jesus says to Peter, the rock I'm going to call you, upon whom I will build my church. We understand Jesus in another phase of his interaction with Peter later in the gospel says, you are the rock. Well, that rock denied the Lord, and chapter 21 brings all of that tension together. And we recognize that God is a God who works through us. He works through people. And that's one challenge I want to send out to my church, and I hope it impacts you as well. We'll circle back and let you know how the sermon goes. For more sermon spotlights, go to biblicalstudiestoday.com for more information on preaching classes, for preaching information and biblical studies courses. Even for a preaching class I'll be teaching the first week of June, go to mbts.edu. See you again next time.